I have an important topic or leadership lesson I'd like to share, but first I want to preface this because I normally stay away from contentious political topics. And this is because it's a normal human reaction to fight to hang on to your beliefs and protect them. And so when we talk about things that are political or religious sometimes, it does more to build walls. And we can't be building walls now. What we really need to do is build bridges. And the way to do that is to have open-hearted conversations with people of every viewpoint. So I hope no matter what side of the political aisle you're on currently, you'll lean into this conversation with me. I want to acknowledge, and I would like each and every one of you to acknowledge as well, whether you're in the U.S. or you're just following what's going on from the other side of the world, there are a lot of very intelligent, highly educated, and researched, discerning individuals on both sides of the political spectrum right now. This is part of the problem. It's not just this minority that wants X, Y, and Z. There are people more toward the middle that are choosing one side of that equation or the other. And we can't stereotype or discount the validity of those other people. This is what's causing the walls and our inability to move forward together. We're just stuck in the muck of mud throwing and making assumptions about those other people, and we can't do that. We need to sit down as intelligent adults and have conversations about what's driving that other person. What is it that you want for your future? Because I bet you we're more alike than we're different. We are all more alike than we're different. It doesn't matter actually where in the world you are right now. We are more alike than we're different. We want similar things. We want a better, brighter future for ourselves and our families. We may want more affordable health care, depending on where you live, and a better way of life, a better cost of living, lower bills. We all want similar things. We may just disagree on what's necessary to get there, but we can't move forward and get there if we're not able to have calm conversations and build consensus with that other side. I wanted to preface that because I want to talk about the diplomatic disaster. Sorry, it's not funny. The disaster that happened in the Oval Office between President Trump and President Zelensky. And I want to acknowledge that you may still support President Trump's agenda, some or all of it, but you don't have to agree with his behavior. It's not all or nothing. None of this is. There's no black and white here. There's a lot of gray. And I don't believe that most discerning adults think what he did or how he acted was appropriate in a diplomatic situation. That's not how leaders behave. So I have a couple of things I want to highlight, but I'm not discounting your beliefs as far as how we need to move forward. Let me start by saying that leadership is an ability to ethically influence others, persuade them to move forward in some manner. Whether it's your current agenda or you're willing to sit down and bridge the gaps and come up with a new agenda that everybody wins with, which should always be the goal. Let's find a win-win for everyone, right? Leadership is ethical influence. And the way to influence someone, number one, is to understand them as best you can. That doesn't mean you have to agree with their beliefs, but you need to understand them so that you can build rapport and communicate better with them and come up with a solution that works for everyone. In order to understand someone else, we have to be curious, open, ask questions, and here's a big one: listen to the response. What we saw in that Oval Office conversation was a complete breakdown in communication. President Trump had a preconceived agenda, which is typical of a leader. You know what you want the outcome to be, but he didn't care about what the other party had to say, and he consistently cut him off. He raised his voice, which is an obvious way to break down communication. Managing your emotions in some kind of negotiating situation is paramount to being able to come to an outcome that's good for everyone, because when emotions reign, walls go up because we all go into defense mode. Nobody likes to be yelled at. Nobody likes to think that their opinion doesn't matter and is being discounted. Everyone wants to be heard. And when they feel heard, the walls come down and you can communicate. That's one of the things that was missing from this conversation, because President Trump had no interest in listening or having a two-way conversation. He just wanted to make his point. And he was trying to strong-arm another world leader rather than using diplomacy. What didn't happen was rapport building and communicating to come to an amicable conclusion. Don't forget to hit subscribe or click on the next video.